Hi, it's Gary. Welcome to today's video. It's Fountain Pen Focus Day. Today we're going to be focusing on the Jinhao 100. This particular one, it's in the white model. So join me now down on the mat. We'll take a look at the pen. We'll look at some other Jinhao 100s that I've got. We'll do some size comparisons, some weights and measures. Then I'll give you my thoughts and scores on this pen. Here we are down on the mat. Here I've got the three Jinhao 100s that I currently have. So we've got this gorgeous blue colour, we've got the white, and then this, I believe it's called Meteorite. That's a bit unusual. Of the three colours, I've got to be honest, this is my least favourite. It's unusual, but I don't know, it just doesn't look natural to me. Whereas both these, yeah, they've got this natural look to it. I'm going to get rid of two of these though. They've got no ink in them. This is the only one that I currently have inked up. What I try to do is constantly have one of these inked up all the time. So we're going to start by taking a look through the body. So on the top here, we've got the Jinhao logo. So hopefully I can get that into my focus point. There we go. That's surrounded by this white acrylic. This is what I do like about this particular one when I compare it to the other two. The other two, the finials are black. This one, it's all white. And I think that having it all the same colour looks really nice. So that's got a bit of a taper down. Then we've got this gold coloured ring with the clip attached. Clip, nice and springy. The cap seems to be similar width all the way down. The bottom, we've got this gold coloured band. It's not, I wish it was a gold band, I tell you. Jinhao. And then as we turn it around, nothing else on there. From the band, it seems to be tapering down ever so slightly. Then there is a noticeable step down to the body. The body then, same width all the way down. We have another of the gold coloured bands. And we've got the end finial, which has got a flat bottom. Not sure if this will stand. Let's see if it stands by itself. Sort of. I think there is a slight concaveness to that, or convexness. I can never remember which, but I think it feels like, although I think it's flat, there may be a slightly dome to it. Cap comes off in half, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, about 2 3/4 turns. That reveals the nib and section. If we take a look at the nib, so more or less a standard Jinhao nib. It's two-tone. I do like the two-tone nature of nibs. You know, yes, I know it's only the decorative bands that's in the silver colour and the rest of it is in the goldy type colour, but to me, just adds that little bit extra. We've got the breather hole. Underneath there, we've got that Jinhao charity again. The word Jinhao, and then 18 kgp. I don't for 1 minute think it is gold plated, but they put that on the nib anyway. This nib is a medium nib. Quite a nice, attractive looking nib. The nib then transitions into the section. Now, one thing you'll notice, the section has got some red staining. I've got a red ink in here. All my white pens that I have all tend to show staining between the section and the nib collar. They usually wash out quite nicely, so I'm hoping that the same is true for this. The section is quite short, especially when you compare it to a lot of my other pens, but it's comfortable. I hold my pens down near the bottom, so my fingers and my thumbs sit on this little tiny lip really nicely. It doesn't dig in, nice and comfortable for longer sessions. Top of the section, we've got another gold coloured band. Let's open this up. That reveals there the included converter. Metal fittings, not really suitable for eyedroppering. I like the fact it's got this O-ring down at the bottom. One thing you will also notice, I've got that same ink staining happening here on the body. I don't get that with my other white coloured pens. So again, I'm hoping that this will wash off, and I need to experiment a bit to see if it happens with other inks. Maybe it was just this particular ink. Let's pop the cap back on, and we'll do some size comparisons. First pens, standard size comparisons. Pilot Metropolitan and Allow Me Safari. all about the same size. Let's take the caps off. Uncapped with the top of the nibs lined up. Here we've got the Metropolitan, definitely the smaller of the three. The Safari and the Jinhao, not much in it. Let's try these posted. So with these posted, the Jinhao looks a lot longer, but it only just posts. If you can see here, it posts down to where that metal coloured band is. And it seems fairly secure, but a couple of taps and it soon comes off. I won't show any further posted pens with this. Let's get these out of the way and we'll fetch in some pens in roughly the same price range. The two pens I brought in a Wing Sun 698. This has got a steel nib. I think it's a number 5 size nib. That was 24 Australian dollars. The Jinhao 100, that was 25 Australian dollars. And then I've also brought in a Wing Sun 601. This has got a hooded nib, and that one was 27 Australian dollars. Both the Wing Suns are both piston fillers. Let's pop the caps on these. With the caps on, that Jinhao sits in the middle in terms of length. Going to do one more size comparison. I'm only going to show you uncapped. What we're going to do is look at some pens that are from other manufacturers, but in this same duo fold style patterning. So here we've got a Tigerloo 316. Now when I bought this, it was 24 Australian dollars. Has increased in price. I think they're about 35 now. Said Jinhao, 25 Australian dollars. And a Moonman M600S, 25 Australian dollars when I bought it, again has increased in price. So generally I do find of these three, the Jinhao 100 is usually a little bit cheaper than the other two. And to be honest, they all perform really well. They're all enjoyable pens to use. Let's get this out of the way and we'll fetch in the rule of measuring. Here we've got the rule of measuring. Let's fetch in the pen with the cap on. And that comes in at 13.8 centimetres. Uncapped, we're talking 12.6 centimetres. Posted, I say it will post, but I wouldn't recommend it. 17.3 centimetres. The width of the body, that comes in at 1.29 centimetres. The cap, 1.5 centimetres. And the section, narrowest is 1 centimetre. Up to 1.1 centimetres at the widest, so not a big difference in terms of widths in the section. Let's get this out of the way and fetch in the scales of weighing. Okay, we've got the scales of weighing. The whole pen, 28 grams. The cap, 11 grams. And the body, 16 grams. Not exactly a heavy pen, but certainly not the lightest pen I have either. Let's get this out of the way and fetch in the notepad of testing. Here we've got the notepad of testing. Our use paper, 100 GSM. I've got to be honest, this is the part I enjoy, not only in my own videos, but in all videos that I watch related to pens. It's the writing samples. I think really that's the most important part of the pen, isn't it? Is how it writes. So we've got here a Jinhao 100. It's got a medium nib, and as we've already said, 25 Aussie dollars. The ink is by Diamine, and it's Poppy Red. We could already tell it's the red ink because of the staining. Drying times, so we go media, 10 seconds, 30 seconds. We're nearly dry. Let's go for 1 minute. Yeah, there, 1 minute, and that's nice and dry. Going to move the mic down to the page so you can hear the pen writing. Line variation. Now let's add some pressure. See a little bit of difference, but not really that much. The nib, yes, it feels stiff, but there is a slight amount of softness to it, so quite pleasurable when I'm putting the pressure on it. Flow test. That makes over this A4 page really nicely. I like this pen, I really do. It looks nice, you know, it's cheap. It lets me get ideas out of my head onto paper. Let's give it some scores though. We start by looking at the pen looks. I actually like this. I like this white colour. As I said at the beginning, I like this blue colour as well. Just not so keen on the meteorite. One of the things with the Jinhao 100, there's loads of different colours and patterns available. So there's such a wide choice. And to be honest, if there isn't a Jinhao 100 that you like, you've got those Kaigaloos, you've got the Moon Man. There's lots of choice out there. Let's get rid of the other two for the moment. But I do like the way it looks. I'm a bit concerned about the ink. Doesn't bother me down here at the bottom of the section. And I think the reason I don't see it with my other 100s, let me just stop that from rolling off. Just going to fetch in one of them. They've got black sections, so you never actually see it even if it happens. Where I am a bit concerned is actually here where we've got it shown in the body. So that's something I need to look at a bit more. With this particular model, with it being white, I'd have liked to have seen a silver coloured trim rather than the gold. But I'm being very, very picky. So for pen looks, I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Build quality. I've had no issue. I mean, these two, I've had them nearly 2 years. This one, it's only been a couple of months. No problems with build quality. They write first time. They seem to be nice. You know, let's just take a look at that one. No problems with it. Had no issues with cracking that I've seen. Other people may see cracking and stuff. I can only report what I've seen. So for build quality, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Writing experience, we've seen here, writes really nicely. I do see a little bit of difference in colour as I'm writing with this Diamine Poppy Red. Lovely coloured ink. Just going to fetch in my Tomoe River paper. This is 52 GSM Tomoe River paper. Just look at that. It looks so nice. I know my writing in here isn't very neat. This is more of my normal writing. A lot of my videos, I'm trying to be very neat when I'm writing. They're mainly notes for myself, but I do show them. You know, we can see at the bottom here, you know, it's a wet looking ink, which we saw on the paper. This paper is Ayush, as I said. It's got a bit of texture to it. It's not coated, so it absorbs the ink a bit, which is why I think we looked like we were drying a bit quicker than we saw on the Tomoe River paper. Nice audible feedback. Nice tactileness to it as well. I can feel a little bit of the grain of the paper as I'm writing. I personally enjoy that. The nib, as we saw here, not too stiff. Can get a little tiny bit of variation in the line by pushing that nib a little bit, and it works quite well. Writing experience, 9 out of 10. Ink flow. I've had no issues with hard starts, with skips. I've had no issues with ink flow, as we can see here. You know, the amount of times I've had this cap on and off over the last half an hour as I've been recording this, it still wrote straight off. Get nice ink flow. I say we can see in the flow test here, just keeps coming. Don't get any burps, don't get any issues. 9 out of 10. Comfort in my hand. Again, I love this pen. I love how comfortable it is. My fingers sit nicely down here at the bottom of the section. The lip there, it's gently tapering out, so it's not digging into my fingers. I can use this pen for hours on end, no problems. Lengthwise, it's nice and posted. Wouldn't even attempt to post it, to be honest, because I don't think it posts very well. Fits really nice, feels really nice. Comfort, 9 out of 10. Value for money. Well, as the saying goes, you get what you pay for. I paid $25 for this. It lets me get ideas out of my head and onto paper. It lets me enjoy the process of doing that. Let's be honest, that's all that really matters, isn't it? If we are enjoying writing and we're writing without problems. Prices have started to go up. That's one of the things I am noticing. I know you could say that everything is, all the pens I get from China, I've seen all the manufacturers' prices going up. But we need to be aware of that. Even at the higher prices I've seen it, about $35, I still think this is actually quite good value for money. I've always got at least one of these 3 pens inked up at all times. They're just good workhorse pens. Value for money, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So that means the total score for the Jinhao 100 Centennial with Diamine Poppy Red is 8.67 out of 10. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Do you have a Jinhao 100? Do you have any of the other duofold style pens? What are your thoughts on them? Please drop a comment down below. Let's kickstart the conversation. Please hit the thumbs up button every time you like, every time you comment, just helps with the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel so that you can get new videos as I release them. I'll talk to you again soon.